Good afternoon, this is MetLoop meteorologist Nancy Koslick here with an update on today's weather forecast. This afternoon we're watching one major feature impacting much of the central states by a little bit later on, and that is an area of low pressure that continues to strengthen over Wyoming today. We're watching this and its associated front, which extends from the Dakotas all the way back into northern Texas and parts of New Mexico, because heading into a little bit later on today, we're going to continue to see the development of rather strong to severe showers and thunderstorms. Now, with these storms, we're looking for the possibility of some large hail, damaging winds, and isolated tornadoes. We're also watching some development that's occurring from the lower Midwest back into the northern portions of Texas this afternoon. We're not expecting these to be severe, but they could be pretty strong thunderstorms, so be careful if you're heading out on the roadways. We're also continuing to monitor what's left of now tropical depression, Julia. It looks like luckily most of that activity is continuing to stay offshore in the Atlantic, so we're getting a little bit of a break into the southeastern states. But we are seeing some development along the Gulf Coast from the very tip of Texas all the way through the coastal regions of Louisiana, and that's thanks to a little disturbance that's hanging out in the western portions of the Gulf of Mexico. The warming trend that began yesterday for the West Coast continues into this afternoon, with those temperatures, especially in California, returning to quite warm for the interior of the state. The rest of us, especially down into the south, continue seeing those extremely warm temperatures through this afternoon, but we are going to see nice, cool conditions, especially for the western states, heading into the overnight hours once again tonight. Looking ahead into this afternoon and tonight, we're going to see what's left of Tropical Depression Julia remaining just offshore, which is good news for the southeast Atlantic coast. But we are going to see some rather strong showers and thunderstorms popping up from Minnesota back down through the central states, including Iowa, Nebraska, and the northern parts of Kansas. We're also going to monitor some rather strong to severe thunderstorms moving from New Mexico into the western portions of Texas. With all of this activity, we could be seeing some large hail, damaging winds, and the possibility of isolated tornadoes this afternoon and into the overnight hours. Checking out our rain total forecast for the next 72 hours, we're going to continue to watch the coastal regions of the Carolinas very carefully, as well as the Gulf Coast of especially Louisiana. Now, it looks like most of the rainfall associated with what's left of Julia is going to remain offshore, but again, we'll keep a close eye on it to make sure she doesn't shift directions over the next couple of days. And over the next 72 hours, we could see another 1 to 2 inches of rain coming in from that disturbance in the western Gulf of Mexico, so we'll keep you posted on what happens with that as well. Thank you so much for watching this afternoon. Have a great rest of your day and stay safe.